Hey, hi, hello. How's it going? Last episode, we built this room, the top floor of my base. And now, we have finally reached the day that I have been waiting for a very long time. That was a close-up. We are building the top. That's right, we're building the very top of the skyscraper because I really don't think we're going to be able to view it from a distance in a way that quite looks right, but we need to build a giant satellite dish on top. But before we do that, we need to make a little section zone thing here that will allow us to access stuff. And we also need a platform that extends out over the edge here, just like the platform we have down there, just not quite as big. So, honestly, I'm just going to stop talking and we're going to start building. Okay, starting out with our little platform. This is the platform that you see in Rogue One that Jyn goes out onto to try and realign the satellite dish. And we're going to have something similar there, although it's obviously not going to actually have a function. It's pretty much like everything else with this base, it's simply for aesthetic. Now, the platform that she goes out onto in the movie is like very, very sketchy. I think this is a decent recreation of that, wouldn't you agree? Very important step is we are going to add the guardrails. Because unlike what we did down below, we do actually need some safety measures. I know, I'm sorry. We do need them. They have to be here. OSHA told me I had to. And we're going to use this iron here, and this is going to act as like our antenna thing that's going to realign the actual dish itself. As you can see, lots of very plain looking blocks here, but that is totally okay. It's totally fine. We might, I mean, I didn't even plan this, but why don't we just put like a soul lantern on top to add a little bit of light? There we go. Not the ugliest thing I've ever made. So like that, sticking off the edge there. Not too bad. You know, it looks a little bit strange sticking out like its own little thing. But I think in terms of what it actually looks like in the movie, I think that's actually pretty accurate overall. Now, does this feel like it's going to be big enough? And it's off-centered for some... How have I already messed this up? That's not even the exact center. This is the exact center. So why is this so messed up? So it's nothing fancy, really. We just got to put a little roof on this spot, and we have to make it look like a control panel, almost. And then on top of this platform is where the actual dish is going to be, because otherwise you wouldn't actually be able to stand up here. I don't know if I made that clear last episode. That might have thrown you off a little bit, and if so, I apologize. But I think we have a winner right here. Alright, not bad, not bad. I think it could go for a little bit more detail. Just a little. Alright, that's better. I like that. That's not too bad. And now we need an actual control panel. Since I made the other part out of iron blocks, I think it would only make sense that we do that again. Honestly, we could totally put another jukebox here. Alright, jukebox can go in the front there, in which we can also add a lever. I think that would be smart, because in the movie, you know, she flicks a lever, she pulls a lever, and that's what starts transmitting the files. So we could do the same thing. We'll also get a lever going in the front there, as well as a little redstone torch at the top, just to make it almost look like a plane light. That's kind of cool. That is kind of cool. That does look like a transmitting tower. That's nice. I like that. Okay, this is very precarious. Okay, overall, not bad. Not bad at all. Which means it's time for the fun parts to begin. Now, this is going to be tricky because it's not just a matter of building a giant circle. I have to build a circle and a smaller circle. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So I have to, yeah, okay. Okay, give me a moment. I need to pull up a Minecraft circle generator. There's our 9x9 circle. And I guess we gotta fill it in. Yeah, this is going to take a lot of blocks. That's a big downside to the satellite dish. I thought I collected enough blocks. This probably won't be enough now that I think about it. Now I have to build a giant circle that's going to be like 51 by 51 blocks. That's going to be a challenge. 4, 5. Alright, before we do anything, I need to see, does this look way too wide? An excellent question. Actually, I don't know. Is that too big? It's supposed to be a really big dish on top. Well, now I can't see it. Because you figure... I think that would be okay. Right? And you have to be able to see it pretty well. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. I think this is the part where that we have to time-lapse. Just making the circle itself. And then take a look at it from a little further away. Have a big old circle that takes up the majority of the sky. It's massive. Now, what we do need to do is we need to actually make the dish. This part's going to be tricky. It's probably going to involve a lot of math, and as you know, math and me are not a great combo. But, first things first, I need to figure out how many slabs we have to go over before we go up. Now, since it's 7 blocks, it's 7 blocks higher, and it's 21 blocks that... I think I just have to fly up here and see if I can figure this out. Because this is going to be a bit of a logistics nightmare. This is simply experimental. I have no idea if this is going to work. I don't have any sort of testing world in which I can figure out for certain. That's going to come up way too short. Okay. Way too short. Got it. No big deal, it's only hard work. Ooh, okay, this seems like it could be a better strategy. It appears that every once in a while, we're gonna have to put 2. Man, this hurts my brain. What if every 3 blocks we do a 2? This is still gonna be too short, isn't it? No, it's perfect! It's perfect! I figured it out! I think that's what we're gonna have to do. I think that's what the perfect design is gonna look like. I'm gonna try and replicate that on all 4 sides. Or, well, it's sort of sides. I know it's a circle, but you know what I mean. On all 4 sides. Then we'll take a look at it and see if we're good to move ahead and start filling it in. Now all 4 sections are on, and it looks pretty good from up close and from a distance. I finished that yesterday. Also yesterday, off camera, Nathan and I went to do tricky trials again. And look what I have in my hand. That's right, I have a mace. I have to get it enchanted and everything, but... oh, I could slay some mobs right now. I think I kind of want to go give it a try. I haven't really used it that much. I got to get some practice. Is there a mob? Okay, here's a pig. You got to stay here for me. Yes! That's so much fun! Speaking of Nathan, though, I think he's going to be hopping on any minute now. While we wait for him, we're going to build a little bit more of this satellite dish. See, it looks good from a distance. What did I tell you? We're going to try and actually fill it in now. I'm basically making a circle, and then a circle again, and then another circle, and then another circle, and then another circle. Maybe I should start from the bottom. That sounds smarter. And it's kind of just going to go like this. It loops around. Then I can get rid of these. And we're slowly going to spiral up like so. And I'm really hoping that there aren't any real difficulties here, because I really don't want to have to do a whole lot of math. I just like to get this dish done so it can just sit here and look amazing, hopefully. Alright, so your new suggestion, Nathan, is to go a quarter. I will try that. 1/4 at a time.
I think that would make the most sense just to test it, to see how it works.
See? You should be the one building these big bases, not me.
I already did that, and I realized it was a lot of work.
Oh, man. This is hurting my brain.
Why is that?
I don't know. This just hurts my brain. My brain was not meant for thoughts. Let's see, where is this Nathan? Oh, I see him. Right over yonder. If I pull out my spyglass.
Yeah, can you see all the work I've done?
No, I can only see just over the peak of the tram. You're in such a... Wait, look. Turn right. There we go. Hi. Look.
Right.
Oh. Oh, no, now you're behind the tree. They added flowers on top of the cactus.
Yeah, I did hear about that.
Look, there's one right here.
Yeah, I saw that. Wait, where are you? Oh, yeah, there you are.
Ooh, what is this called? Oh, literally just cactus flower. That's cool. The desert's been needing an update. Oh, and you could just plant it on the ground. I wonder if that would grow into a cactus. Ah! Alright, maybe this is in fact the way to go. Never doubted you for a second, Nathan. Never doubted you for a second.
Thank you.
Right now for us, it is, let me see, 79 degrees.
Oh, wow. What is it here? It says, 75 here. That's pretty good.
Oh, I'm surprised it's cooler. I'm just going to make, let's see, how many slabs can I make? Oh, 4 stacks. That's pretty good.
That's not enough, Caleb.
Well, it's enough for the moment.
No, it's never enough.
It's not enough. I need more.
Will never be enough.
It's also every Star Wars addict.
Every Star Wars addict?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You want more. Want more
Oh,
Star
you
Wars.
want more Star Wars. Oh, yeah. That is true. I can't attest. You have a raging problem. You can't seem to get rid of.
Here, you wanna see? I got the quarter done, and I've realized the error of my ways.
What's wrong with it?
Well, no. From starting from the bottom, that was a bad idea. So starting from the top worked. Well, Nathan hopped off a little while ago, and I have just been working away at what is left of the dish. It's just about done. Oh, I'm out of blocks. The end is in sight. I believe all of my math is right as well. So this shouldn't be... There shouldn't be any issues, at least. Knowing me, there probably will be. And... boom. The dish is done. Let's take a step back and look at this. Oh, wow. This thing is huge. It's really huge. It makes me look tiny by comparison. It's quite big. But I do need to get a couple of things, including a very specific beacon that is located right over yonder. I always forget how annoying it is to dig up a beacon, because iron blocks don't exactly break super easily, so this takes a really long time to get through. It sounds like they've changed the sound of an iron block breaking. Listen. Is that a new sound, or has that been like that and I just never noticed? Ooh. Now I really want to see what this looks like as we fly in. As we see the skyscraper. Oh, wow, that's cool. And it makes it really dark. We can officially put our beacon down. Even the sound of placing the iron blocks. It sounds different. Listen. And just like that, ta-da! We have a beacon on top of the base. Alright, in theory, I'm supposed to get green dye out of this. If I don't, I'm going to be very upset. Yay! Okay, we can make our lime dye now. We finally have lime-stained glass pane that we can just put on the top here. And just like that. That is amazing. Alright. And we have to make this look a little bit more like some sort of antenna. So I did bring just a little bit more with me that we could kind of make it look more like a satellite tower. I'm thinking if we just add a couple blocks here and there, that should do the trick. It's kind of supposed to look just very busy. Very busy, very clustered together. Actually, yeah, I do like that. I think it looks pretty good right there. And now we can do what I've been wanting to do this entire season. And that, of course, is a big reveal where we walk in. In fact, I'm going to clear my hotbar off the screen for a moment. If we run in this way, you start to see the trees and understand that, oh, we're getting towards something a little bit more tropical. And you won't see the water for a second, but the skyscraper itself starts to come, oh man, it starts to come into view. How cool is that? And there's the beam. Oh, that's so cool. You get closer. Oh, look at that. And then you get to here. With everything. Oh, I hear. Hey, buddy. Oh, look at that. Stop talking. You're annoying. Oh, this entire landscape. Nathan actually just helped me a little bit with the terraform. Well, a lot of it. He did the terraforming along here because he doesn't like how it just cuts off. Admittedly, I didn't either, but I wasn't going to do anything about it. Now he's saying all I have to do is this part. We'll see if I end up doing it. But that is so cool. And you could fly in. Now, it doesn't turn green right away. Unfortunately, you have to get closer to it to see the green. But that, oh, that's exactly what I was going for. That is exactly what I was going for. That looks amazing. I am really happy with that. With that being said, I think we should end off the episode with just a little bit of fun with the mace. Which means we have to, well, we have to enchant it. But we need levels. We currently have 0 levels, which is really stupid. Let's get some levels. I finally have enough levels to enchant, and that is precisely what we shall do. Alright, what good stuff do we have? Unbreaking 3, that sounds pretty good. Density 3 and Breach. Okay, let's hope we get some good. Density 4 and Unbreaking 3. That sounds good. Well, that broke my anvil. That's awkward. Alright, well, hopefully there's not another book in here that I really need. Well, I would say we got through a decent bit today. We built the rest of our base. Our base is done. Completely done. That's crazy. And we got ourselves a mace as well with the help of Nathan. That was a fun thing. Maybe in the next episode, we'll get some practice with our mace. Maybe we'll do some more tricky trials, because why not? That's actually a lot more fun when you have another person with you. Hi, Mr. Wait, will it hurt an armadillo? Oh, yes, it will. I actually feel kind of bad for that. Yes. This thing is so much fun. I love this mace. Now I see why Seth tries to kill everybody with it. He's not supposed to, but I see why he wants to. Anyways, yep, I'm going to stop talking. We're going to end the episode now. Thank you all so much for watching this episode, and I'll catch you in the next one. So long!